This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about that Ansible commands, right? So we discussed about that ping module, right? Shell module, copy module. So when we are discussing about the copy module, uh, and we discussed about this copy module, and we have copied that file from Ansible server to that other host machines, right? Okay, so we'll continue from here. So Santosh and Ravi Kumar is asking, sir, you said that you will teach how to waive off the bill with AWS support. Okay, so maybe today end of the session, just before 10 minutes or 5 minutes remain me. I will stop this Ansible and I will explain that one. Okay, okay. So let me connect to this Ansible server. Go to the folder where your PEM files are there. Connected. Okay, switch to the Ansible user. The Ansible user. Okay, we switched. So this test.txt file we have copied to that all the host machines, right? So for that one, we used that Ansible all. So this is a command we executed, na? Ansible all hyphen m copy module hyphen a, right? Source is equal to test.txt file, then dst is equal to where we need to copy that path we have specified, right? This is the last command we executed. Clear? Mhm. So suppose we have already executed this command. If you copy, let's see what will happen. Mhm. See, it is showing that success, right? And one more thing, guys, it is not error. Someone is asking, what is this one? This is not error. It is a warning. So if you don't want to see these warnings, if you don't want to see these warnings, if you see, they are giving clearly here one documentation. This feature will be removed in this version 2.12. Deprecation warnings can be disabled by setting the deprecation underscore warnings is equal to false in ansible.cfg file. Where we can see this ansible.cfg file, where we can see this file, we can see in the slash etc slash ansible, right? So just open this file, okay, and if you go and see, this property will be there, okay, deprecation underscore warnings. Just you can go ahead and change the value to false. So I think it's commented like this one. Just open this file, just search with this text. See, it's a true is there. Just you can uncomment this one, uncomment it. Just type I, it will come insert mode. Okay, so I have opened with read only. It is saying that what you will do, just close. Use that sudo. Why? Because this file is owned by the root user, right? So let's remove this one and change it to false. Okay, save it. So now, if you execute the same command, you are not going to see this warning messages. Then observe that. Did we see that warning messages now? No, right? We are not able to see that warning messages. So like this, you can disable the warnings also. Clear? So we have one setup module is there. Okay. So what the setup module is going to do? It is going to get that all the facts from the AWS, sorry, that host machines. Just you can execute Ansible all -m setup. Setup is a one module. Okay. So if you observe here, it is getting that all the machines properties, right? So these properties are very important to check that some conditions. Suppose if you take that instead of all, I want to know that all the properties of local host means my Ansible server. If you observe here, it is giving that all the details. Let's go here from start beginning. Hmm. So Ansible architecture means version, which version we have installed, right? So these details we are going to use when we are checking the conditions. So I want to check that which distribution we are using, Red Hat. So I have a condition. If your host machine is Red Hat, you have to install this package. If it is a Ubuntu, you have to install this package, right? So that time this Ansible facts we are going to use. Okay, if you see, we are getting the version from this particular file, and which version we are using. Okay, so Ansible underscore distribution underscore major version 8. So if you want to know only the version, this one distribution version. So like this, these facts we are going to use in the playbooks. We are going to some conditions. Okay, if that condition is satisfied, it is going to execute that task, right? So which command we executed? Ansible all -m setup module. So the setup module, it will give that all the Ansible facts, that host machines details it is going to give. See, without knowing those host machine details, we don't want to perform some tasks. So this is one of the example. If it is a Red Hat, I want to install using this m command. If it's Ubuntu, I want to install package using this apt get, right? So that time we are going to use this setup module. Okay. So now if you observe, we have configured that host machines in this particular directory. Here, a host inventory file. Assume this is the database server. Means I have installed that database in this particular server. Okay, in this machine, I have installed that. I have deployed the application, so I can call as application servers, right? So I want to make it group. So in the inventory file, we are going to group the hosts like this one, DB servers. So under that DB servers group, you can keep IP addresses, IP addresses like that. App servers, keep that IP address, right? So like this, you can keep the IP addresses or host names under that particular group name. So we are classifying into the groups so that it is very easy to manage the servers, like installing, uninstalling the software. See, if it is, if you keep all the servers like this one, if you execute that Ansible all, in all the servers it is going to perform that particular task, right? So instead of that one, some particular group of servers I want to execute this task. So that time grouping the servers is very important. So you can classify the servers like these groups, and you can perform that task in that particular group of servers. Okay. So now what I am going to do, I am going to update it. So I am going to classify this server as a DB servers. So under that servers, under that group, n number of servers IP addresses you can specify it here. Here app servers. Suppose some servers are not related to any group, where we need to keep, some servers are not related to any group, ungrouped servers, where we need to keep it, at the beginning or at the end. So if you keep that at the end, suppose take that local host. This local host, it is not related to any group. Suppose if I keep that local host here, what will happen? It is going to consider under app servers group. It is going to consider under app servers group. So what you have to do? You have to keep that whatever the ungrouped servers in the beginning of the host inventory file. So guys, if you observe here, many lines they mention, but if you observe here, they're keeping that hash. Hash means single line comment. So they have commented. Okay. So single line comment. So if you keep that hash here, it is not going to consider this server. It is not going to consider. If you remove the hash, uncommenting, right? So if you want, you can check it, save it, just execute this command, Ansible all. Okay, just execute Ansible all -m ping module, ping module. Observe that how many servers it has pinged? Only two servers, right? Only two servers only it's pinged, right? So we have commented. So Sajan is asking, only these groups are there is by default? No. Based on our requirement, we have to make the groups, right? Based on the our requirement, we have to make it group. See, now I have grouped as two servers, two groups. One is DB servers, another one is app servers. So like that, web servers you can classify based on your requirement, right? You can add n number of servers also, not a problem at all. Clear? So whatever that ungrouped servers, you have to keep that in the beginning. Clear? So if you go to our document, if you go to our document, See, inventory file. Ansible inventory host file is used to list and group your servers. Its default location is /etc/ansible host. See the content. Okay, so just if you open that file, so sudo less ansible /etc/ansible host. Observe that. So they have given that all the entries. Observe that they have commented. So this is the default Ansible's host file. It should live in this particular directory. Comments begin with this hash character, right? Blank lines are ignored. Means see, this is a blank line, right? So it is going to ignore, right? They have given all the points here. Group of hosts are delimited by header. You can enter host names or IP addresses. See, clearly they are giving that you can enter the host names or IP addresses. A host name or IP can be a member of multiple groups. So what they are saying, see here to go. So right now we have classified like this one, right? We have classified like this one. So this is the DB server. Can I keep this IP address, server IP address in that other group also? Means can we keep same IP address, means same server in multiple groups? Yes, because assume in the server we are installing database and we are deploying that application also, right? We are installing application as well as we are deploying the we are deploying application and also we are installing that database. So same server IP address, it will be, we can keep in more than one group also. It is possible, right? Okay. Example, ungrouped hosts specify before any group headers, like this one. So these are the ungrouped host names or IP addresses, right? See, a collection of hosts belongs to web servers. You can keep like this one. This is a web servers group, and you can, and also if you see, if you have multiple hosts following a pattern, you can specify like this one. Suppose if you see, I have that multiple DB servers, mithun-techno.db1.com, mithun-techno.db2.com, mithun-techno.db3.com, right? So instead of keeping this all these three servers host names or IP addresses, you can keep like this one also. You can keep like this one also, right? Right. So patterns you can apply like this one also. Patterns, and also you can keep like this one, app servers. This is a group name, okay, and Ansible host, specify the host name, Ansible correction. So by default anyway it is going to take the correction type is SSH, Ansible port. So whatever the port number if you want to specify, and mail server, right? So like this you can specify if it is a one server, right? So if you see, this is the default inventory file which we are using. if you want, you can use a different one also. Already we discussed it. So if you use that different file for host inventory, you have to configure that host inventory path like this one. See, if you want to have your own Ansible host file in another location, then you can see this environment variable export Ansible underscore host is equal to specify that one. If you make it like this one, permanently you are changing that host inventory file, but dynamically I want to take every time. So that time you can specify like this one, Ansible all hyphen inventory hyphen file is equal to specify that one hyphen emping. Suppose now what I am going to do, I am going to create that one file. Okay, so I am going to take that this one, sudo va slash etc slash Ansible. So guys, you can create anywhere, not a problem. Facebook. So all the Facebook related servers I am going to keep here. Just assume. So this is one server. So now this is the custom host inventory file. So now I want to use this one. So for that one you can use that hyphen inventory hyphen file, or just simply you can use that hyphen I option also. Okay. See, or you can specify an Ansible host location when you are running commands with hyphen inventory hyphen file or hyphen I. Okay. So now just observe that if we execute Ansible all -m ping, it is going to ping that how many servers? Two servers, because it is taking that from in this particular file. So localhost is commented. If you want, you can see localhost is commented in this host inventory file. See here, it is commented. So now if you execute this command, it is going to ping that three servers. Now I am going to use, this is the custom host inventory file. So for that one, instead of using Ansible all, so I am going to specify that hyphen I, specify the host inventory file, custom file. Now how many servers it is going to ping, guys? It is going to ping only one server, not three, Mahesh. It is going to ping only one server, right? Let's see, observe that. So whatever the IP address we have specified, whatever the IP address we specified, that one only it is going to ping. Clear? So instead of specifying every time this path, how to make permanently to use this one? So that time you have to use this environment variable Ansible underscore host, this one, right? But this is not the suggested way, but most of the time in the real time we are going to specify that inventory file using the hyphen option. Dynamically we are going to pass it. This is the best practice. Clear, guys? Anybody have any questions so far? No questions? So if you don't have any questions on this Ansible commands, whatever we discussed so far, we'll discuss about that how to write the playbooks. So Yesterday we discussed about that M module, service module also, right? So using the service module, you can start the service, stop the service, and you can enable the service also, right? So, and we discussed about the setup module, right? So if you want to see, we learn the commands, Ansible commands. However, we discussed the Linux commands. After the Linux commands, we discuss about the shell scripting. So shell script is nothing but it's a simple file. It contains that series of commands. It contains the series of commands, right? So same way here also we are going to write a one playbook. So in that playbook you can specify n number of tasks. So what do you mean by playbook? Anybody idea? So this playbook we are going to write in the YAML format. So if you want to write a playbook, first you should know that YAML, right? If you don't know the YAML, you are not able to write the playbook, right? So YAML means YAML ain't markup language or it markup language. Okay, so it is very simple compared to that other data representation languages. So that's why even Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, many of the tools which are using by this Ansible, this one ML, right? And also it's very lightweight compared to that one. So if you see here, I have documented how we can use this Ansible YAML in the Ansible servers, how we can use this YAML in Docker file. Just I have mentioned some examples how we can use in Kubernetes file. So right now you guys don't worry about this how we are going to keep into that Docker, Kubernetes and all these things we are going to discuss. It's a very simple after going through that Docker and Kubernetes. We are going to specify like this one, right? So now we'll discuss about that how we can keep in the Ansible related things in the YAML file. So YAML file is nothing but it's a one file. It contains that n number of plays. Okay, each play can contains tasks. Suppose first I want to install that HTTP server and I want to start the HTTP server, right? So or I want to first we'll write very simple playbook. That playbook can ping all the servers. Okay, it can ping all the servers. So right now to ping that all the servers, what we are doing? We are executing Ansible all -m ping. So now instead of this command, I am going to write a very simple playbook. Just if you run that playbook, it is going to ping that all the servers. So before that, see guys, here in this, it's disconnected. So switch it to the Ansible user. Login sudo su hyphen Ansible. So guys, all these playbooks and Ansible commands we are going to execute as a Ansible user. Okay, so now just the same command can we execute in only the DB servers? This command, is it possible? See, we have grouped that two groups, right? DB servers and app servers. Now I want to ping only the DB servers group. How? Very simple. So instead of all here, what we can do? DB servers. Specify that group name. In this case, what will happen? In all the DB servers, this ping module is going to execute. Observe that only 193 server is there. Like that, I am going to keep that app servers. See, 134 server now. So here we can specify all, can specify group name, you can specify host name also. Get it? You can specify all, you can specify group names, you can specify IP address also or host name. Yesterday we use in a Ansible localhost -m. Yes or no? So like this, guys, you can specify that whatever the host you want, you can specify like this one. Clear? So now what I am going to do, instead of executing the command, I am going to write a one sample playbook. Okay. So our playbook is going to start with three dashes. So I am going to write one playbook called as ping servers.yaml. So all the YAML files extension should be YAML or YML, YML or yeah, YML. You can specify YAML like this one, or you can specify YML like this one. So all the playbooks are going to start with three dashes, three dashes. Okay. Then we need to specify na, where we need to run this host, this playbook. For that one, hyphen host host colon all. So in this YAML file, we are going to keep that key value pair host all. So here, what are the possible values it may come? Group name, all, group name, or individual hosts also you can specify, right? So now I am going to specify that all. I am going to specify that all, right? So already we know answer this playbook is nothing but collection of tasks, right? So might those tasks you can specify here tasks, okay, name. So the name of the task ping servers. So here, guys, these things you have to keep like this one only, exactly. And this one you can give any name your wish, can give any name your wish. Okay. So if you want to ping, we are going to use that module na? So the module name we are going to specify like this one, ping. That's all, ping. So that's very simple. And a playbook is going to close with the three dots. So it starts with the three dashes and ends with three dots. Okay. So now if you run this playbook, it is going to ping all the servers. Why? Because we are specifying all here. Okay. And guys, in the YAML, that indentation also very important. Means suppose if I am going to keep like this one, it is not going to work. So the indentation you have to specify it. So when you are giving the indentation here, you have to use that space bar. So if you see some guys are going to do, they are going to use the tabs. You should not supposed to use tab. Tab is there, na tab button. You should not supposed to use. Instead of tab, if you want to give the space here, what we have to do? Space bar. Use space bar. How to use the space bar? Clear? So suppose you are keeping the task name here, exactly the module name also you have to keep here. So you may have question, sir, how to remember all these things? So if you write n number of playbooks, easily you can able to remember the things. Yes or no? So now first let me write this simple playbook and let me execute that this playbook. Okay. And if you want to execute the playbook, what are the commands we are going to execute? Which command we are going to use to run the playbook? Very simple. Ansible hyphen playbook, the playbook name. So whatever the playbook name you have given, that playbook name you can specify here. It is going to call that playbook. It is going to call this playbook and it is going to run. It is going to execute this playbook in all the host machines. Why I am telling all? Because in the host we have specified here all. Clear? So before running the playbook, I need to check the syntax whether I have correctly written or not. Okay. So for that one, we are going to that Ansible hyphen playbook, a playbook name, a playbook name, hyphen syntax hyphen check. Again, hyphen syntax hyphen check. Right. Let's see. First, we'll write one simple playbook. Before running that simple playbook, we'll execute all these commands. Okay. So now, where we are going to write these playbooks, guys? Ansible server or host machines? Ansible server. Okay. So already I have connected to that Ansible server. Sudo sc hyphen uh, sudo sc hyphen Ansible. So did you observe that my server is every time disconnecting? because so I didn't created that config file. Yes or no? Config file. So maybe I will create later. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create a one directory called as playbooks. Go inside this playbooks. Okay. So there I'm going to write it. So here instead of writing in the text pad or notepad or editor, you can use that other editors also. So like Atom, right? So or Visual Studio Code. So how many guys familiar with Visual Studio Code? Did we discuss about this Visual Studio Code? No. Okay. So if you go to our, can you someone share that our this one all the tools URL? Okay. Thank you. Just take this one. Go here. See Visual Studio Code. Right. Just click on this one. It will take you to that official download page. There you will see that Windows. If you are using Linux or if you are using MacBook, download this the respective one. Download the respective package. So I think already I have downloaded. Just let me search with Visual Studio Code. So if you have already installed, just you can open that one. You will see. So guys, can you able to hear me? Okay. So just search with here. Download Atom text editor. If you see here, download Atom 1.6 for Windows. Okay, like that you can download for Mac also. So you can use either Visual Studio Code or you can use that Mac. You can use that Visual Studio Code or Atom, your wish. Okay. So first you can create a one directory with the name Ansible playbooks Jan batch. Then create any directory your wish. Open the Visual Studio Code. Click on this open folder. Okay. So go to the desktop. Here you'll see that Ansible playbooks. Just open it. So select this one and close this one. So here we have opened the directory and you can create here. Click on plus symbol. Okay. See here file is there, folder is there. Click on this file plus symbol. You can give that ping servers.yml. Here hyphen hyphen and hyphen host all then. So guys, here you have to give that space. Okay. Then here tasks, then space hyphen name, task name, ping servers, any name you can give, and module name is ping, like this one. So our playbook is going to end with three dots. This is very simple playbook. This is very simple playbook. So like this you can write that playbooks. Now here I am going to create. So increase the font size. Okay. Now it looks good, right? Ah, task. Thank you. Task and a task. See here. Okay. So now let me connect to the server. Connected to the server. Playbooks. EI ping servers.yml. So I'm going to copy paste this playbook code. Save it. Okay. Playbook going to start with three hyphens, ends with three dots. Save it. So first we need to check the syntax whether playbook is correctly we have written or not. Very simple. Ansible hyphen playbook name hyphen hyphen syntax check. Okay. It is saying that what might be the error. Just read that one, easily you can able to understand. It is saying that this playbook could not be found. Just type ls. If you observe ping servers dot yml, but what is the name we are giving? YML we are giving, right? So just you can give that YAML. See, after executing this command, if you see this playbook, the playbook name means the syntax is correct. The syntax is correct. Right. Suppose I'm going to update some differently. So I'm going to keep that indentation differently. Save it. And you can execute it. You will get error. So now if you execute this one, see, you are getting the error. We were unable to read either JSON or YAML. These are the errors we got from this each, expecting that line number 1 column. Syntax errors in while loading YAML. Okay, see line number 5, column number 15. But maybe elsewhere in the file, depending on the exact syntax problem. Okay, see here, it is giving clearly. Okay, the offending line appears to be this one. Okay, so the indentation should be in the order. So under task name, exactly you have to keep that module name. Okay, so while writing, we can able to understand where we need to keep the module names and where we can keep that task names, host names, all these things we can keep it. So now let's go and update that file. So I'm keeping here. I can check the syntax. Now it's working fine. So if you see this message, okay, after executing this playbook, okay, so means it is working fine. So I want to do that dry run. I want to do the dry run. Dry run means, so instead of actually executing, suppose I want to install one software. Before installing that software, I need to do the dry run. Dry run means actually it is not going to install, just it is going to validate whether we can able to install or not. Okay, that is called as dry run. So for that one, we are going to execute this command Ansible hyphen playbook, the playbook name hyphen check, hyphen check. It is going to validate it. Validate means like before actually performing that Ansible playbook, it is going to gives how it is going to execute, right? So now I'm going to execute this one. So for this one, you may not be able to see that exact difference. So just use that YAML. Okay. It is pinging, but now you are not able to see this one, this hyphen check. Maybe I will execute later and you will see the clear difference, the dry run. So now I want to execute this playbook. To execute the playbook, we are going to use that Ansible hyphen playbook command. This is in one of the interview they asked this question. What is the command for executing the playbook? Ansible hyphen playbook is the command for executing the playbooks. Now you can execute this one. task gathering facts. So first it is getting that all the servers information, then it is executing. If you observe here, task, the task name, task, the task name, right? And it is giving that details. Okay. If you see, it is saying that OK2 means it's pinged successfully. Suppose if you keep that different IP address, 6. Do we have this with IP address? No. Let's see. We'll run that playbook. Observe that we are getting this error because unreachable. So connection to this particular server timed out because first of all this server is not there. Okay. So now what I will do, just I will remove that one and execute it. Playbook. It is going to work now. See, it's working. So now what I am going to do, I am going to create that I'm going to create another server. Okay. So go here, AWS admin console, select this one. I'm going to call as a host machine 3. Host machine 3. So now take the server IP address and configure this one. So I'm going to create as a one server called as web servers. Save it. Now if I execute this playbook, is it going to work? Is it going to work? No. Let's see what error we are going to get. Observe here, unreachable. So now in this case, the IP address is correct only. IP address is correct. See, from Ansible server to, if you want to connect to that host machine, first what we have to do, we have to copy the SSH keys. Yes or no? Is it a mandatory? Can I connect through PEM file? Can I connect through PEM file? Yes, you can able to connect through PEM file also. right? You have to do. If you see that our blog, when we are installing Ansible playbook, Ansible, just click on this Ansible label. So this is the one which we followed. Generate the SSH keys, update the host inventory in the server. So we have opened this one. So we have added. If SSH keys are copied, directly we have added this one. Right? This is the way we followed. Instead of copying the SSH keys to the Ansible server, if you have created a user, you can use like this one also. Ansible user, username, Ansible password, password. So for this one, you have to enable the password authentication. So now I'm going to use this one. What I'm going to do? I'm going to use the PEM file. See, we can connect to the server using the PEM file, or we can connect to that server using the password also, right? But in the real time, we are going to connect to the server using this SSH keys. Okay, so we are going to enable the SSH keys. See, three ways we can do it. So this one we know already, right? We connected to that host machine 1, host machine 2, we have copied the SSH keys. So Mahantesh is asking, in real time, we would use the domain name or a service account. Where? Right? I didn't get. You mean in that host inventory? So connecting to the servers. Okay, good question. That's what I'm saying. This host machines. So right now we are following this. We are copying that SSH key is into the public into that host machines. This way we are following. Okay, so now I will show you how to connect to that server 3 using this PEM file. See, for this host 3 server, we used that this is the PEM file name, DevOps MSS March batch, right? You see, DevOps MSS March batch, that is a PEM file. So what you can do, take the content of that particular file content. So this is the Ansible server, right? So open the terminal, another window, go to the folder where your PEM files are there. Just take the content of DevOps MSS March. So this is the content. Very simple. What I did, whatever the PEM file which we used for creating the server, that PEM file content I am taking, copy till here. Okay, copy, go here, Ansible server. So already I connected Ansible server. Okay, so you can create that PEM file content. So I'm going to create that hosts.pm. Guys, any name you can give. So if you want, you can give host machines dot pem file also. Type I and paste it. Okay. So you have to copy properly and paste it. So now I have created this pem file in this particular directory. Okay. So in this particular directory, I have created this one. Right. So now I need to use this PEM file for connecting to this particular server host machine 3, right? So for that one we need to configure like this one. Okay, IP address Ansible underscore user. So did we created the username? We didn't created the user. Can we use that ec-user? Can we use the ec-user? Yes, we can use it. Okay, so guys, it is not a mandatory to create the Ansible user. You can use that existing user also. So Vijay Kumar is asking, copy fem file to that Ansible. Is it okay? Yes, no problem. Right. So now let's take this one and where you have specified this. So see Ansible underscore user username Ansible underscore ssh underscore private key file. So what we are going to do? We are going to specify this path. Okay, so just take this en entry, go here, just open that host inventory file. So this server only, right? Add like this one. See IP address Ansible underscore user is the ec-user. Ansible underscore ssh underscore private underscore key file is equal to this one. Save it. Right. So now just execute this playbook. Observe, it is asking, are you sure you want to continue connecting? So observe here what it is saying. You can type yes. Observe here bad permissions. So just you can type ls-l this particular pem file. What are the permissions? 664. So what are the desired permissions it should have? 400. Thank you, Shafiq. So we have to change that to 400. chmod 400 postmachines.pem. Just type ls-l. See here. Now you can execute this. Now it is connected successfully. Yes or no? So like this, guys, you can add that n number of host machines. You can add n number of host machines in different way. We can connect it. So in earlier example, what we did, we have added that IP address in the host inventory file, and those whatever the hosts which we added for those hosts, we have copied that SSH public key. So like that we have connected. So today's example, what we did, we created new server. We didn't created the user also. Whatever the user is there already, that user ec-user we used, right? So that ec-user we used, and we have connected to that host machine through pem file, not the SSH key, right? So today assignment for you guys is create another server. Okay, instead of connecting to through SSH means like copying the SSH keys or using the pem file. Other way is there, na? Third way. What is the third way? With username password. Okay, you guys can try this one. So for this one, first set the password. So whatever the user you are using, na, for that user you have to set the password. Then enable the password authentication. Enable the password authentication, and you can specify like this one, username and password. Then you can try it whether it is going to connect to the server or that host machine from the Ansible server. Can you guys try? Okay. Okay. So this is the assignment. Can we use? Can we have two ways of same user, same server? Yes, you can specify that. See what you will do, Harsha. Same server you can keep in one group in different way. In another group, you can use with the password. You can try it. Got it? Keep that same host name in one group with a username password. In another group with a PEM file, you can try it. Or if you want, you can create another group. They keep there with a SSH connection way. How we have connected, ne? Like that one. Clear? Anybody have any questions? So today we executed that one playbook. So, sir, how to remember all the Ansible playbook commands? Very simple. Ansible hyphen playbook hyphen help. Okay. If you see here, we have various options. We are going to discuss one by one. Okay. This one also we are going to use hyphen ask vault password hyphen list host list tags list tasks. See, we use it this one, hyphen syntax check. Perform a syntax check on the playbook, but do not execute it. And also we use it that hyphen check. Do not make any changes. Instead of try to predict some of the changes that may occur. Right. And also if you want to see the difference, hyphen diff, when changing files and templates, show the differences in those files. Right. And also we are going to use here directly also can pass. See, we use it now hyphen b become run operations with become, right. So if you are not able to remember all those options, very simple, just execute this command ansible hyphen playbook hyphen help, right. It is going to give that all the options. Clear? So Pawan is asking, we need to give the different group name, right? Can we have two ways of same user? That's one I already answered. Pawan is asking, we need to give different group name, right? Yes. So related to Harsha question, right? You were asking, Pawan? Okay. Okay. Yeah, already I covered. Okay. So for Ansible, that's all for today. We are going to continue tomorrow with we'll write some more playbooks. So today I will cover that how to work with the AWS team to get that bill way off, right? So Dharmendran is asking, what is the use of Visual Studio Code write the YAML since you copied directly to the creator? Any advantage of using Visual Studio Code? Yes. So if you observe here, clearly it is going to give, see the indentation. See, it is starting. Observe here. We can easily identify where our, so if see immediately it is going to give the errors, right? See, observe. It is very useful using these editors. So Santosh is asking, sir, can we use shell scripts with a shell module? Na? Then why YAML? See, Santosh, now you are not able to understand exactly the difference between the shell scripts, YAML files, playbooks, and all. Okay, you are thinking that yes, with the shell scripts also we can do it, but it is not possible all the ways. Ansible having many inbuilt modules which are very useful. Okay, and with all these things, it is not possible to achieved by the shell scripts. Okay, okay. So now go to that AWS admin console. Earlier, it was coming. It was giving that support here. Okay, so just search here building dashboard. The billing dashboard, it will give that how many bills are there, how much pending bill is there, everything it is going to be right. See total 136 USD dollars we need to pay, right? Click on bills. We'll see here. So April month 0 right now. March, if you select March, see 6,211 rupees I need to pay, but we don't want to pay. Just you can go to that support center here. Just search with support. See, click on this one, support. See here, you will see that create case. Okay, create case. Click on create case. Select that account and billing support. So here select that billing, consolidated billing, and subject requesting bill waive off. Here you can type, hi team, I am new to AWS services. While exploring AWS services, bill occurred. Please make bill waive off. Thank you. Okay, so like that you can type, and here see, select the web and click on submit. So what they will do, one more thing guys, before creating a this ticket, you should delete all the servers. You should delete all the servers. So suppose if you didn't delete the servers, what will happen? Again they are going to reply to you, please terminate all the servers. After terminating, you have to again reply to this ticket. Okay, suppose I'm going to submit today. So this is a ticket number. Okay, so I will show you tomorrow what will happen. So what I did, hi team, I am new to AWS services. While exploring AWS services, some bill occurred. Please make the bill waive off. Okay. Let's see what's their response. Immediately they are going to reply to our case with the please terminate some servers are running, please go ahead and terminate it. Okay, so before creating a ticket, if you terminate it and if you create it, they are going to make you 0 in 24 hours. Okay, clear? Anybody have any questions, guys? If not, thank you, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. So guys, this Saturday class will be there and I'm going to take more than 1.5 hour, around 2 hours I'm planning to take. Okay, thank you.